Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about employee questionnaires. And I apologize if I keep randomly cracking up. It's because Scott dropped guacamole all down the front of himself at lunch today.
Had a little
and I was like, you might want to change your shirt. And he's like, you can't see it. So like, if, in case you were wondering like where we're at in life, we're at the, you can't see it. Like, so anyway, I just
do it dirty. We're just kidding.
you are literally dirty right now, covered in guacamole. So.
I'm not covered. I just a little drop.
It was a pretty big drop. So anyway, if I'm randomly giggling, it's just because Scott is just, literally doing it dirty with guacamole on his shirt.
Hey, just got to get it done.
You're just going to be like a little snack here. That's
You get hungry later.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're supposed to be talking about employee questionnaires. If you've listened to our last couple of episodes, we have been back at the family business kind of helping. Things were kind of sliding a little bit because we don't work there full time anymore. So things had kind of gone a little awry since we've been gone, and your dad's had surgery. Like things have just kind of been a little bit of it. Just, I don't want to say a mess, but it's been a little bit of a hectic summer.
It has been, and it's kind of feel like I'm working a couple jobs here now. So
now you are. So
it is what it is, but no, we're there helping out and just trying to get things back on course. And one of the first things I really like to do is to find out, what's going on in the business from my dad's aspect and to the employee's aspect. And what we've found in the past is having some way of asking the employees, because I've physically gone and talked one-on-one to the guys and girls.
And they're usually pretty good about opening up to you. It really, I think, depends on what kind of relationship you have with your employees. I think it just really kind of depends.
Yeah.
So, and since we haven't been around a whole lot in the past years, I think it really helps to have like a questionnaire instead of just talking to them.
Yeah, because there's some guys that I really don't know. They're fairly new this year, and I don't know much about them. So I've asked them, but they haven't really given me much of an answer. So we have actually available in the academy. It's called a confidential employee questionnaire, and basically what it is just it's a couple of quick pages that they can kind of go through, and basically finding out if they know what their job is, who their boss is, if they could be in charge for the day, what would they start doing or what would they do different? And just kind of ask them a bunch of different questions about the business and what they're doing and what their roles are in the business and, what they like, what they don't like. And just to gets me a feel of what they're seeing and, from their view, their eyes, I guess. And, we just did this morning. I went out there, spoke to them this morning, wanted to get their feedback and their input. So I'm giving them a couple days. So basically they're going to take this home. They're going to fill it out. They have sealed envelopes. I don't know anybody's handwriting. So that's like no, concern is going to come back to them. So I was like, please be honest with everything that you're doing and put it down here. It's like, we can't correct any issues that are going on from your end, our end. And we want to try, take action.
If you don't know, because owners and employees don't see things the same way. So there could be things that are really problematic to them that might not even click on the owner's radar and vice versa. There's things that the owner thinks are like, oh my God, this is horrible that you guys are doing this. And it doesn't even click on their radar.
Yeah. And the reason I'm doing this is because if you listen to us in the past, we've talked about having what's dumb around here meetings. And I think they're great. However, like with the new people, they don't really know me yet, and I don't know if they feel comfortable to talk to me about things because they're worried about they might get in trouble or whatever. So I haven't developed that culture and relationship with them to make them feel like they can open up.
I think you can have those if that's something that you do routinely and people feel comfortable. Yeah. Being that we're kind of coming in, like you said, we haven't been around in a while. You don't know everybody. You know the guys that have been there a long time. Yeah, you don't want to come in and just be like, oh, what's dumb around here? That could get weird and awkward real quick.
Yeah, because I even went out again today after speaking to these guys, these particular crew. I went out just to visit their job site today and just to see how they're doing, and tried pulled one employee to the side a little bit just to chit chat with them and find out what's going on. They're all, oh, everything's fine, everything's great. Maybe it is, but I like, please just take a moment, fill out that survey, and we'll kind of go from here.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get the results back.
Yeah. So basically, what we're going to do is we take them and we're going to kind of look at them and see, what we can do from our side as far as the admin side of things, what we can do. Now, I'm sure there's going to be things that they're going to suggest that we can't do. There might be things that we need to get a raise. Well, everybody
Maybe.
wants a raise, but here's some things that we need to do.
Well, and we are actively taking some steps to kind of tighten things up, I guess, tighten up the ship a little bit on the maintenance crew. So that could maybe lead to raises, because that was one of the things that they were unhappy about. And it's like, okay, well, if you want a raise, then we're going to need to take this step, this step, this step. And that's going in place.
Yeah, because we're looking at some of the numbers from what we've been in the past as far as production hours and where they're at this year. And, they're not quite there, and we're not sure why. So that's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So like today when I went on a visit, I noticed just kind of throw an example here, but watching one of the gentlemen mowing, he wasn't mowing as fast as he probably could have on this property. And it wasn't like, it's a commercial property, so it's not like he couldn't go faster. So it's just one of the things that I've noticed, so, I get where he's trying to be cautious and not mess things up, but it's a commercial property where he was at. He's fine. He could have gone wide open on this property. The grass isn't growing very fast here, so there's not a whole lot to mow.
Wasn't going to be bogging it down or anything.
Yeah, so he would have been fine. I will speak to him about this, but I need to get all the numbers and stuff. So it's just one of those things that, you
we talk in the academy about hiring with employees, in reference to employees. There's hiring employees, there's training employees, and there's retaining employees. And these questionnaires and stuff like this really helps with the training and retaining, because this could shed some light on anywhere where we have gaps in the training, because they could be like, well, you sent us out to trim shrubs, because this just happened. Scott went out and was checking on them trimming shrubs, and they were butchering the tiger's eye sumacs. And but hey, that was how, and they had just been trained by the foreman. And so
the past foreman.
The past foreman who wasn't even there. So that's like a training problem. So that can highlight, okay, well, we've got some gaps in our training. And this can also help with retention, because if they feel like they have a say and that you're going to listen, then that very much helps with retention as well. So
so it's very important to find, get some feedback from your team. Whether you do this or you actually have a sit down and have a beer with them, whatever it is, you need to get some feedback, but you need honest feedback to make change. And don't get defensive with this. This is where I've heard of people, and I've actually seen my dad get defensive on some of the things where the people in the past have replied to, well, I've showed them this, or whatever it is. Don't get defensive about it. Look at it from their eyes, that maybe they saw it, you did the training once with them. They need to go over it again, or whatever it is.
Yes.
You just take it with a grain of salt, figure out how you can learn from it, and teach them to improve.
You might have to show people things a couple of times. Scott has showed me like 18 million times how to use the 47 remotes that we have to turn the TV, the Apple Play, the like 800 things that we have on. And I still have to ask him all the time, how do I use all these 47 remotes? So
it's not 47, but
it feels like 47. So just to my point, you might have to show people more than once, because the first time they might just be kind of like trying just to get the big picture. Then maybe the next time you show them something else will hit with them. Things might hit them a little different. So
well, and kind of getting a little bit off topic, but as far as the training, people learn in different ways. Some people learn by listening, some people learn by seeing, some people learn by hands-on. So the more methods you can have to teach a person, the better chance that you're going to get through to them.
Right. Instead of barking orders once and being like, I trained you. They might need to be shown and watch somebody who knows what they're doing actually do it.
Yeah.
I like to watch, and like, I'm a hands-on learner. I like to just kind of get in there and do it. But some people like to have ample training, because I'm guilty of this. I get a little bit short with people when I'm like, well, just go do it, because I'm someone who just kind of goes and does it. And I have been guilty of getting short with people who want like a big long-winded explanation and all this other stuff. So at least I know I do it, and I catch myself.
Just kind of going through some of the questions here. Like I said, one of them's, I know what's expected of me. And they go through and it says always, mostly, they have a checkbox, always, mostly, occasionally, seldom, and never. So these are the types of things they're going to go through. I always have clear information on how to do a good job. Top management always does a good job of communicating its decisions to everyone in the organization. So these types of things that, you need to find out whether they're understanding it, they don't understand it, or you need to be clear in
a lot of
communications.
times it's just a big fat communication error, because I hate to generalize, but I've met a lot of landscaping business owners, and they are not always the most communicative bunch. So
No,
I'm just throwing that out there. And it's once again, I think just because you're busy and you don't think about it, and so you have a lot on your mind. So, but that's why we have like for you tools like this inside our academy. We 100% realize that you don't want to sit down and I don't even know how many questions on here and try and think this up. But this is why we have this already done. We've got business systems already done for you, so you don't have to think about it. You can just log in, get them, and get what you need, because we really just want you to just get on with your business and move forward and get your stuff figured out.
Yeah, like this one in particular is something we got many years ago from, this is an offshoot of it, but from a consultant, a type of thing, and we've just kind of improved on this over the years. And the questions that we have in this particular one in the academy,
you've taken what you took what worked.
Yep.
We took what worked for us, added what wasn't in it that we needed, and then that's what this iteration of it is.
Yeah,
it's kind of our polished up, hey, this is what worked for us.
Yeah, and these are the types of things you need to do in your business to improve on it. So I definitely, like I said, I definitely encourage you to start asking your team, especially you're probably over midway now through your season.
I can't believe it's August.
Yeah,
it's like the fairs are going. We're going to be after school here soon. Anyway.
So the sooner you get going on this, the sooner you can start making improvements in your business.
Well, now's a great time because especially if you had new people, they've been with you long enough now, like long enough to have an opinion. So I think.
And I would say do this, at least twice a year if you can, or at least have a meeting with them to find out what's going on, especially if you, like I said, if you have a good relationship with them and they're going to be honest with you.
Yeah. So have thick skin with the feedback, but then definitely take action on the feedback is, I guess, what I would like to say too. Don't get bent out of shape about it, but take the feedback and then think, okay, what can you do as the owner to rectify whatever's going on?
Yeah, and let them know that too. Like I told them, whatever you answer here, we will take it and look at it, and if we can start implementing it, we will.
Yes, and if it's like actual, real, helpful information, not just a bunch of belly aching.
Yeah,
you don't have to listen to every whiny thing they have to say, but if it's like real, genuine, constructive, helpful, I don't know if criticism's the right word, but
we're not going to go out and buy new trucks and all new equipment for you, no, but we'll improve on what we have, or whatever it is, but just start doing it. Do it dirty, get it going,
get it done. If you don't want to start from scratch, log into the academy. As soon as you log in, this is under retaining your employees, I believe.
Under our hiring system, or under our dream team system.
Dream team hiring process. Yep. I know, so confusing. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to all of it. So that's where it is.
Under dream team, under the retaining systems is where it's at. So
all right. Anything else you want to talk about? I've actually didn't do this with you today, so that's all.
No,
you did that. So
it's something that we wanted to hop in today and really show this, that it's something we're doing in our business. You need to be doing in yours too.
Yep. All right. You ready for your interview questions? Yep. All right. Ready.
What do you got?
Question number 1. What are you struggling with this week? This has turned into like a therapy session. How you feeling, buddy?
Well, at home it's our son right now, but he's in a little.
We have teenagers. We have teenagers. I love them so much.
Trying to stay. I guess the biggest thing is we came back from big vacation, trying to get back on track, get things going again. It's been a little rougher than I thought, being gone that long.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. Yeah. I thought I'd come back I came back excited and ready to work, but it's just getting back in the habit and getting the routines kind of reestablished.
Well, I think that, and then we're working in our house, so it's like the construction and all that stuff. It's just a little bit of a nightmare. We're getting it back.
It's all going to be great. We are fine. All right. Do a quick reintroduction of yourself to the audience. Maybe we have a new listener today.
Oh, we could. So I'm Scott Molchan, $1 million landscaper. I've pretty much grown up landscaping. My dad started the business in 88. Well, actually became incorporated, but he actually had businesses before then. So I've done everything as far as from fertilization to nurseries to irrigation, lighting. We've done pretty much most things landscaping. Everything there. But yeah, now we're basically just going around and teaching what we have gained knowledge of throughout our years of doing this, and just helping other landscapers, and we're enjoying it so much. This is what our focus is on now. So, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That you're quick and easy. All right. What book belongs on everyone's bookshelf?
There's a couple, but I really, really enjoy Extreme Ownership. by Jocko Willink. It's a really good book, and I've
I've not read this one. I think you've read it multiple times, haven't you?
Yeah, I've read it, heard it probably 3 or 4 times. It's a real good book on leadership skills. It's kind of based somewhat off the military. It's not like you're beating down military type of
There's
leadership
no
skills, but
drill sergeant instructions.
No. But it's a really good book on leadership and something that everybody can take bits and pieces of and put in their business, especially for accountability. Especially.
That
All
sounds
right.
great. All right. Well, if you want any done for you landscaping business systems, check out $1milliondollarlandscaper.com. We've got all those inside of the academy, including the employee questionnaire
Yep.
that we talked about today. So,
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us and have a great day.